anybody specifically, Larry, you would love to get hold of on the show? Who would you most like to interview?
Well, at this point, we discussed it today, would be OJ.
Wow.
He's in the Hall of Fame. He's a Heisman Trophy winner, and he's a convicted killer. And I knew him pretty well. He used to come on my old show. And it would be so interesting to look back at his life since all of this. You know, that's fascinating. What is OJ like? What happens when OJ goes out to dinner? Do people still haunt him? Has he really been able to start a new life? Does he have a girlfriend? How are his children? See, these are things that boggle my mind. So that would go through. So he would be an example, but I go through a lot of things. You know.
You've famously been married 8 times now. Are you seeing anybody right now? Or
first of all, 7 times. Okay?
7, sorry, excuse me.
I'm always no, I'm not seeing anyone now. I'm not, what am I? I'm in 4 walls. No, and my romantic days, my get up and go, got up and went. So that's over. And at 86, I don't intend to meet someone new. So that's over. However, I'm always amazed at people who are married for 60 years, 50, 60 years. It amazes me because what you like at 20 is not what you like at 30. And at 30, at 40, you don't like, well, it's a different, so I always look at a scan of average 10 years. You know, if you average 10 years with someone, you're doing pretty good. In marriage, you have to make allowances. You know, you have to subjugate. You have to do things you don't want to do.
True.
I try to hit a point in my life, now at least, where I don't want to do anything I don't want to do. Now that may sound selfish, but I've earned it. I don't want to do anything I don't want to do. And that's tough on girls. Tough on girls.
No girl wants to hear that, Larry. But it's honest and it's fair, so we can't argue with you over that. Can I ask another thing about that's fairly big in the news still right now is the whole Tara Reid story. What is your recollection of that, or can you even remember it?
I have no recollection of that at all. When they told me about the phone call about this lady talking about a senator in 1993? I had no memory. It was a quick call. The lady didn't name the senator. I was interviewing senator from Tennessee at the time, but I had no memory of it. So when they called me and said, boy, you know, you were in the news again. I said, what? What did I do? And then they told me about this show, which now related to by the way, that girl is looking shakier all the time.
Think so?
That doesn't look like it's going anywhere. And,
what do you make of the whole situation? You think what's your opinion on it?
It's in a sense, it's very unfair. If you got proof, prove it. She has not, in my opinion, she has not proven it. So her lawyer quit. You know, but we're in an age now where anything is news, scandal. I know Joe Biden very well. And you can criticize him politically, but personally, they don't come any better. And I always doubted when I was told that he was the subject of that senator. However, we never know what's behind closed doors.
Right.
But it's a story that'll go away, I think.
You think so? There was also the widely spread rumor that CNN had they deleted that episode from the Google playlist. I don't know if you've seen this, but obviously it was false. You know what I mean? It didn't happen. It was a fake news, as they say. Does it concern you in a general sense that these rumors can sort of become news stories quicker than they can be verified?
On today's days of the internet and communication so quickly, you know, I was thinking about something. If there was a big story today, the whole world would know it in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So that changes the stratosphere, changes what we're equipped up. I never liked rumors. I never engaged in them much. Boy, did you hear this about that? My inquisitiveness did not take me that area. If you got something to prove it.
Right.
But it is what it is. You can't fight. I can't fight it.
What do you make of Biden's opponent to be? Then he's obviously never shy of attacking people, criticizing. But Donald Trump he's never really brought up the Tara Reid thing. Does that surprise you?
No, because Donald, and I know Donald for 40 years, interviewed him many times, spent a lot of time in his company. Donald is not going to complain if someone is accused of doing wrong things with women.
Right.
Because Donald was a womanizer. I mean, it was evident. If anybody doesn't know that, they're crazy.
What do you think is going to happen in November then, Larry?
The election went today, I think Biden would win.
Really?
I think the thing that will defeat Trump, if he's defeated, is the pandemic. I mean, he didn't got late into it. If he's beaten it, I would say right now Biden's the favorite. They got 5 months.
That's very true.
You know, Trump can play a ruthless game. The Democrats are geared up for this. It's going to be a tremendous. They're trying to. Donald is already calling it rigged. This is another rigged already, and he doesn't want mail-in votes, which I don't understand. Voting is a right that we all have, and the Postal Service has the right to deliver my vote if I can't vote at the polls. So I'm looking for an open and free election, a major turnout. The bigger the turnout, the better it is for Biden. Usually if there's a major turnout, you're looking to throw out somebody.
Right.
And Trump can get tiresome. Personally, Donald was always great to me. I like him. He had, when I had some minor surgery in New York, he took my wife out to dinner. I've spent a lot of time at his hotels. I've always enjoyed his generosity. So yes, he likes women, but he's also got a lot of good qualities too.
Right. And as you've given your honest and fair appraisal of both men. Do you think, and you mentioned the mail-in ballots as well. I was going to ask, come November, I know that, as you say, Donald has been criticizing and he doesn't believe in the mail-in method. Do you think if the election doesn't go his way in November, do you think there will be a smooth transition of power, or is he laying the groundwork to contest it now?
What he's going to do if he loses, barricading himself. No, none of that's true. He'll complain, but he will respect the Constitution, I'm sure. And if he is not sworn in, he'll be at the swearing in. I worry about what some of his supporters might do.
Right.
Because he's got a lot of, you can't account for your supporters, but he's got a lot of.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't know what they're, the guys, the people in Michigan who brought guns to the State House.
Right.
Well,
and he's quick to stir them up sometimes. Do you think he might have a responsibility to sort of tell them to settle down if, as I say, the election doesn't go his way? Or is he going to stir things up, do you think?
I think he'll rise above it.
Hopefully.
We live in turbulent times, safe to say. And we have nothing to go on. We've never had this. In 1918, whoever lived in that pandemic is gone. So we are discovering something new. So was he late in handling it? It appeared that way, but it hit it all at once. In that little province, that little major province in China, this suddenly started. All of us were swinging a little late.
As you mentioned, you've been in the game for nearly 3/4 of a century. Any career advice on longevity?
Best thing I say, I speak at colleges, and I do a lot of public speaking. I love that. Is never give up. If you choose this as your profession, if someone can talk you out of it, you shouldn't do it. If you want to get into broadcasting and someone says, you don't want, it's a tough field, and you say, don't do it. Because the competition is fierce. However, if you're good, it will come out. There's no great broadcaster hidden somewhere in the Ozarks If he wants to get out, he'll get out or she'll get out.